Greek play. Welcome to our Greek theater. Today you'll see plays that are a mix of myths and fables. A myth is a made-up story that is passed down for generations. Many times myths have characters with supernatural powers like heroes or gods. We'll also be forming fables for you today. A fable is a short story that teaches a lesson or a moral. The characters of fables are usually animals who act and talk like people. Aesop is the name of the Greek slave who is believed to have written some of these fables. It is not known exactly when the first book of Aesop's fables was written. It is believed to have been written between 620 and 560 BC. Aesop wrote more than 300 fables. We hope you enjoy the myths and fables acted out for you today. The Lion and the Mouse. Oh boy, here's the grain of wheat. Oh, and a huge bear. Wait, that's roar. Someone has bitten me on the nose. Forgive me, Great Wolf. I thought that your nose was a big fat bear. So you bit me and disturbed my nap, you pesky little rodent. Oh, an accident. Please don't hurt me. If you let me go, then I promise to do you a favor someday, kind
Ha ha ha. You help me while you're just a tiny mouse.
The lion was so tickled at the idea of the mouse being able to help him that he lifted up his paw and let him go. The little mouse was overjoyed at being spared and was curious whenever he saw the kingly lion from then on. The great lion came at each day to the same spot for his nap, for it was cool and peaceful there under the trees. But one day...
Oh.
There he is. He looks like a fine trophy to me. Hooray! We've caught him.
Just then the little mouse happened to pass by and see the sad situation the lion was in. He went up to him and soon gnawed away the ropes that bound the king of beasts.
Remember I promised to do you a favor? And ropes like these are no problem for a great animal like myself. There you go.
Thank you, my dear friend. You have saved my life and taught me a worthy lesson. No friendship is too small to overlook.
Why is he here? Three wishes. Three wishes. Long ago, a woodcutter and a wife lived near a great forest. Even though they always worked hard, they were poor and often went hungry. One morning, as they walked further into the forest than ever before, they found a huge tree. Just as a man was about to swing to his axe, a beautiful fairy appeared.
Please untie my tree. Very well. Thank you. For this, I will give you 3 wishes, whatever they may be.
The couple could hardly believe their good luck. All day they dreamed of wishes they could make at home and evening, that before the fire deep in thought.
I know. We could wish to never go hungry again. Indeed, we could. But just now, I wish we had some tasty sausages for dinner. That was a foolish thing to do. Why, I wish those sausages were hanging right from your nose. See you foolish now? What's to be done? We have one more wish. We could wish for fine clothes, chest of coin, or a grand
The two knew there was one thing to do. They wished their final wish.
I wish I didn't have stuff in my nose.
They saw she could sit by the fire. It was true there was no fine clothes or a fancy house, but the two were quite peaceful as they sat down to eat.
Why, at least we had this fine dinner of sausages. It's more than we started with today. Indeed.
The cat, the rooster, and the mouse. There once was a young mouse who begged his The cat, the rooster, and the mouse. There once was a young mouse who begged his mother to take his first look at the world outside the mouse hole.
Very well, but don't stay long and come back and tell me everything you see.
Hello, little mouse. You have listened soft. Maybe we could play together.
Oh, hello. You look so nice and playful. Maybe we could play together. Who are you? Oh no, a monster. You stay with me. Whatever you are, mother.
That mouse sure can't tell a cat from a rooster.
Maybe I'll put you with me too. Oh, mother. Whatever happened, dear child? Oh, mother, there are such strange creatures out there. Whatever did you see?
And so the little mouse went on to describe the two unfamiliar creatures as the nice, pretty animal with soft fur and the other one that looked like a monster.
One was nice and had soft fur. Looked like we wanted to play.
Sure, I'm getting hungry for dinner. Where did that mouse go to?
But he is a cat, and he'll end up having you for dinner. Then I saw the monster. His head was already had white claws, and he said, "Cock-a-doo-doo-doo, cock-a-doo-doo, I won't eat you." And that terrible monster was nothing but a rooster who eats seeds and grain on mice like you.
So the mother had to explain to the little mouse not to judge a book by its cover.
But the cat looks so nice and yours looks so scary. Next time you go out, be more careful and never judge others by how they look.
Tortoise and the hare. One day, a hare was making fun of the tortoise.
Ha ha ha, your feet are so small and you walk so slow that you take too long to get to a place. You may be fast as a little mountain between the legs. That is simply impossible. Ha ha ha, but I agree. Let's have a race. Well done. The fox will choose a way and wait for us at the winning post. Very good. I'll be waiting for both of you. Let's see who wins.
On the day of the race, the two started the race together.
1, 2, 3, go! I'll not stop for keep walking so that it is Oh well, that tourist walked so slow that I have time to take a nap.
So the hare laid down and soon fell into a deep sleep. After a few hours, the hare woke up.
Oh no, I fell asleep. I must run as fast as I can. I think I wasted too much time.
Then he had saw the tortoise had reached the winning post.
How did you do it? This is impossible. While you slept, I kept on walking. I may seem slow, but I'm steady and patient, so I will win. You're right, tortoise. Being fast does not mean that you'll win. I've learned my lesson.
The shepherd boy in the wool. Every day, a poor shepherd sent his son to take their few sheep out to pasture.
We can't afford to lose even one, so keep a close eye on them. And if you see a wolf, shout as loudly as you can. The whole village will come drive the wolf away.
Day after day, the shepherd boy sat alone in the meadow.
I wish a wolf would come. At least then something would happen. I have an idea. Wolf, wolf! Sure enough, the shepherd, the farmer, the milkman, and the baker all come running. But when they reached the meadow, all they found was the shepherd's son laughing at their trouble.
There's no wolf here. We have better things to do than just run all this way for nothing.
Son, you must promise me you will never play such a trick again. I promise, Father.
But a few days later, the boy became restless again. Thinking how amusing his last trick had been, he drew his breath and shouted,
Wolf, wolf!
There is no wolf.
I cannot believe you would do this again. There was a wolf. I swear, he ran away when he heard you coming.
We don't believe you. Let's go home.
Do not do this again.
The very next day, the boy took the sheep to the meadow again, but just as the sheep started to graze, he saw a dark shape with glowing eyes lurking in the shadows of the trees.
Wolf! Wolf!
But no one came. Zeus sat on top of Mount Olympus and looked down over Greece. All over the countryside he could see men swarming like ants.
There are too many people on Earth. I should get rid of some of them.
He thought and he finally came up with a plan. He knew the gods were all going to a big wedding and that it would be a perfect time to start a fight. He made a stunning golden apple and wrote on the top, "For most beautiful."
Ares, goddess of strife, come in. Take this golden apple to the wedding and drop it on the floor in front of our wife Hera. This should be fun. I love to go shopping. Here comes Hera with the feet and Aphrodite. For the most beautiful, why thank you, that's all excuse me. Hera, my dear, I think the apple must be for me. Oh no, the apple's obviously for me. No, it's mine.
The wedding guests all started to argue about who's the most beautiful until Hera had an idea.
I know. Let's ask my husband. Let's ask my husband to judge which of us deserve the apple. After all, he is the cheaper guy. What? How can I judge my own wife? No. You must ask a mortal man to judge you. Ask Paris, the Prince of Troy. He's the most handsomest man on earth. So surely he can decide who's the most beautiful among the goddesses.
Paris was on staring at the sky without a care in the world when three goddesses appeared in front of him with an apple in hand.
Paris, you must judge us and tell us who's the most beautiful. Well, let me see. Pick me, Paris, and I will make you the king of the whole world of men. Really? No, pick me, and I'll give you victory in every battle you ever fight. That would be wonderful. Wait, Paris, pick me, and I'll give you the most beautiful woman on earth. That's what I want.
Aphrodite made Helen the most beautiful woman in the world fall in love with Paris. She ran away to live with him in Troy. Unfortunately, Helen was already married to Menelaus, king of the Greeks. The Greeks fought against Troy to take Helen back. The gods and goddesses all chose sides, some fight against Troy and some against Greece. The battle lasted many years and many men died, all because of
Zeus and his golden apple.
Studies about Greek gods and goddesses, we discovered how those gods are fake and we serve the one true God. We learned scripture from Jeremiah about fake gods or idols and how our God is mighty.
Jeremiah 10, 5 through 7. They are upright like a palm tree, and they cannot speak. They
This year we have learned many things about ancient Greece. One thing we studied was the Greek alphabet and another was the Trojan War.
The Greek alphabet. Alphabetic gamma delta epsilon zeta eta theta iota kappa lambda mu. Nu psi omicron phi rho sigma tau epsilon phi tri psi and omega 2. The Trojan War. This story is a famous one. It's one that you should know about deceit and trickery that happened long ago. It seems the Greeks and Trojans were in a nasty fight. The sturdy wall surrounding Troy could challenge dynamite. The Greeks were stumped. What should they do? They all were mystified. How could they win the battle if they couldn't get inside? And so they built a giant horse to fool the folks of Troy, who think it was a gift for them, a great big wooden toy. The Greeks then brought the wooden horse and left it by the gate. The Trojans dragged the horse inside and thus they sealed their fate. Hidden in the horse were Greeks who opened up the door. They let their fellow soldiers in and won the Trojan War.